sixth time in 7 games the Columbus State Lady Cougar volleyball squad is at home as they close out a 6-7 game homestand here inside the Lumpkin Center on the campus of Columbus State University. Hello everyone and welcome in on this Tuesday evening inside the Lumpkin Center in Columbus, Georgia. Stephen Williams here with you on Cougar Sports TV as we get set for Columbus State Lady Cougar volleyball. The Lady Cougars 15-7 on the season, 7-4 inside Peach Belt Conference play, getting set for their second matchup of the season with the Falcons of Montevallo. The Falcons coming in here at 15-6 on the season, 8-3 in conference play, and they own a victory over CSU in the only matchup between these two teams so far this season. The Lady Cougars, winners of their last 4, will put that streak on the line against a Falcons squad that comes in here third in the Peach Belt Conference standings. The Lady Cougars 5th overall as they enter play tonight. So a big one inside the Peach Belt Conference as two teams that are very statistically even and played a 5-set thriller in Alabama the last time they met as they get set to go head-to-head here on this court this evening. Casey Cornett's bunch coming off a perfect 2-0 weekend Friday and Saturday just a few days ago. The Lady Cougars coming from behind, down 2-1 to Georgia College, the other inaugural program in the Peach Belt Conference, on Friday night. Fell behind, faced a match point in the 4th set, was able to fight it off, ended up coming from behind to win that 4th set, won the 5th and final set, picked up the 5-set victory 3-2 over the Bobcats of Georgia College here in this building. And then on Saturday, a much easier victory for them as in straight sets they defeated the Jaguars of Georgia Regent University to make it 4 victories for them in a row and to give them 3 straight victories inside Peach Belt Conference action. So they'll put that on the line tonight against this Montevallo squad. For the Falcons, they also had a perfect weekend against Georgia Regents and Georgia College. These two travel partners inside the Peach Belt as the two most western teams, and so they generally play the same teams in back-to-back succession to keep the travel costs down for other teams inside the conference. Friday night, Georgia Regents was at Trustmark Arena there in Montevallo, Alabama, and Montevallo made quick work as well of Georgia Regents that night in a 4-set victory over the Jaguars. And then on Saturday, made much easier work of Georgia College than CSU did as they swept the Bobcats in a quick 3-0 match there over Georgia College on Saturday afternoon. The Falcons on a 4-game conference winning streak, so something's got to break tonight. The Lady Cougars have won 3 straight conference matches. The Falcons have won 4 straight. One of those streaks is going to come to an end on this evening. The Lady Cougars 7-4 in conference play, 7-3 here inside their home building. All 3 of those losses, though, in conference play to the teams ranked 1, 2, and 4 inside the conference standings right now. This Montevallo team under Katie O'Brien, much improved from where they were last season. They were 15-17 last year, brought 9 players back, including 5 of their starters, and this year already they have matched that 15-win total, but instead of 17 losses, they have just 6 of those right now, as both of these two teams try to mount a charge up the PBC standings here in the second half of the Peach Belt Conference season. These two met back on September 17th. They're in Montevallo, Alabama. The Lady Cougars fell behind 2-0 as the Falcons captured the opening set rather easily, 25-17. A close second set went the way of the Falcons as well, 25-23. Columbus State used extra points to win the third set as they picked up a 27-25 victory to keep themselves alive and earn a 4th set. In set 4, the Lady Cougars won a tight-knit set as well, 25-22. to push it to a 5th game there in Montevallo, but it was the Falcons using a run in the middle of the game to pull away that ended up winning 15-10 in the final set, picking up the 5-set victory, and at the time, handing Columbus State its first conference loss of the season. This is the first of 4 chances CSU will have to avenge a loss from the first half of conference season. And they'll try to do so here in just a matter of moments inside the Lumpkin Center. We're going to send things across the way to the scorer's table and our public address announcer, Ryan Lewis, for your national anthem and tonight's starting lineups.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Lumpkin Center on the campus of Columbus State University for tonight's Peach Belt Conference match between your Lady Cougars and Montevallo. At this time, we ask you to rise and honor America with the playing of the national anthem. Now, let's meet the lineup. First, for Montevallo, a sophomore, number 2, Brianna Marquez. A senior, number 4, Kaylee Hardy. A senior, number 7, Monty Atta. A sophomore, number 9, Anna Quinn. A junior, number 11, Katie Bexley. A senior, number 14, Michelle Carr. A sophomore, number 18, Rebecca Rose. The Falcons are led by assistants Sean Clemson, Katie Curl, and head coach Katie O'Brien. And now make some noise for your Lady Cougars! At 5'8", a junior from Raleigh, Texas, number 3, Katie Poole. A 6-foot freshman from Sylvania, Ohio, number 7, Megan Frank. A 6'2" freshman from Flowery Branch, Georgia, number 10, Caitlin Tatum. A 6-foot freshman all the way from Lithuania, number 11, Erica Miljanite. A 6'1" junior from Port Charlotte, Florida, number 12, Houston Smith. A 5'11" sophomore from Draper, Utah, number 13, Cheyenne Swinson. And a freshman, 5'5" from Columbus, Georgia, number 19, Caitlin Berry. Your Lady Cougars are led by assistants L.A. Husky, Sydney Yeomans, and Coach Casey Corbin.
Columbus State and Montevallo, the two set to go head-to-head on the floor of the Lumpkin Center here in Columbus, Georgia on Cougar Sports TV. Glad you're here with us wherever you may be joining us. Stephen Williams here with you as we get set for Lady Cougar Volleyball. The Lady Cougars looking for their 5th straight victory as Montevallo goes for another one as they try to sweep the Lady Cougars over the course of this season. CSU 15-7, and they'll start like this. Katie Poole, a junior from Rowlett, Texas, the team captain, the leading attacker for this team, along with Megan Frame, a freshman middle blocker, Caitlin Tatum, another freshman middle blocker, Erica Geljanite, a freshman from Lithuania, Kirsten Smith, the junior setter from Port Charlotte, Florida, Cheyenne Swinson, the sophomore out of Utah, and Caitlin Merritt, the freshman libero from right here in Columbus, Georgia. For Montevallo, they will go with Brianna Marquez, the sophomore setter from out of Illinois, along with Monty Atti, a middle hitter and one of the top in the Peach Belt Conference, a 3-time all-conference performer from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Anna Quinn, a sophomore from Hoover, Alabama. Katie Best, a junior also from Hoover, Alabama. Michelle Carl, a senior from Sugar Land, Texas. Rebecca Phelps, a sophomore from Huntsville, Alabama. And it'll be Callie Harvey, a senior libero, and the reigning Peach Belt Conference Specialist of the Week from Katy, Texas. Montevallo in their purple uniforms, the black shorts on the right side of your screen. Columbus State in its home whites with the navy shorts. On the left side, it'll be Montevallo to start us off. Brianna Marquez, the sophomore setter, will get us underway officially here on this Tuesday evening. Kirsten Smith will set up Erica Galjanite, who will go cross court. And the first point of the ball game belongs to the Lady Cougars. Erica Galjanite, 15 double-digit kills, 15 matches with double-digit kills over the course of this season, and off to a good start, 1 for 1 here tonight, and she steps back to serve the opening point. Marquez will back set it. It's bumped over, and they're going to say double touch. That time by Marquez, a ball handling error, and it's 2-0 Lady Cougars. Again, Montevallo won the first matchup between these two in 5 sets. That was a month ago. Marquez sets it up, touched over the net that time by Phelps. CSU with the dig. Katie Poole will swing off the block and dug. Marquez for Ati, and Mani Ati with the kill on the opening Montevallo point of the game. Ati, a 3-time Peach Belt Conference performer, all-conference selection, as the serve by the left-hander Phelps. Back set for Swinson. That time dug in the back line by Harvey. Rolled over. Merritt with the dig. They'll set it up. Katie Poole will swing again. Tapped into the air and pushed over. Merritt this time will set it up. Swinson from the 10-foot line into the net, and we're tied at 2. Rebecca Phelps again on the serve. Second straight for her. Miscommunication, and CSU will get it over from the backside. Galjanite earns the kill off of it. Erica from about 15 feet beyond the net drills it right over the top. It's a point for CSU, a second kill for the freshman from Lithuania. Caitlin Tatum into the front line. Megan Frame on serve for CSU. Back set. Ati, dug by Smith, kept alive by Swinson, tapped over by Tatum. They quick set that time. The attack by Best is dug up, but Kirsten Smith can't scramble to get it, and it's Katie Best with the kill. Galjanite was able to get it in the air, but it headed for the CSU bench, and Best earns the kill. Callie Harvey on the serve for the Falcons. Smith with the set. Katie Poole from the center, right up the middle with the kill. And CSU back in front at 4-3. Columbus State in front. Taylor Ray subbing in to serve. Ati will get a chance to swing. Merritt the dig. They'll set it up. Galjanite on another attack, and Erica has another point for the Lady Cougars. 5-3. Galjanite already with a trio of kills in the first 5 points for CSU. Ray again on the serve for the Lady Cougars, up by 2. They'll set it up, quick set that time, and a kill for Michelle Carl. The senior, after the quick set, drives it home, and it's 5-4. Jessica Folletta subbed into the back line before the point that time for Montevallo. Katie Poole on the attack. It's blocked over and dug up. Merritt will set up Galjanite. They'll ride the hot hand, but that time the cross-court opportunity rides into the net, and we're tied at 5. Maniati serving for the Falcons in purple. Smith will set it up again. Katie Poole down the center, dug by Harvey. It'll be bumped over from behind by Carl. The dump by Smith kept alive, and it's going to be a double touch again coming up against the Falcons. Another ball handling error, that time charged to Michelle Carl. Katie Poole on serve for the Cougars at 6-5. Marquez, quick set. The attack that time by Carl off the antenna. So the point to the Lady Cougars. CSU in front by 2 in the opening set. Marquez, the set that time, and another ball handling error. That's 3 of them in the first 13 points against Montevallo, and that's the difference so far in this first set. 8-5, Columbus State in front, 3 straight for the Lady Cougars. Poole again on serve. Marquez will set it up. Harvey pushes the free ball over. Kirsten Smith on the attack, dug up. Another set right at the net, pushed over. Smith will set it up. Geljanite from the left side. A kill for Erica Geljanite. And we've got a timeout, Montevallo. CSU on a 4-0 run. They lead at 9-5 here through the first 13 points of this opening set. Columbus State quickly out to the 4-point edge, and it's the opposite of what we've seen from CSU at other times this season when they've dug themselves in early holes in sets. They find themselves out in front, and that's generally been a recipe for success for them as they've had trouble coming from behind over the course of this season. Out to a quick 9-5 edge. Again, they lost a relatively easy first set for Montevallo. Back in Montevallo in September when the two sides met. Losing that one 25-17. Lady Cougars were able to push that one up to 5 sets before they eventually lost. But they fell behind that night 2-0, so trying to avoid doing so here tonight. Katie Poole again on serve for CSU out of the timeout with a 4-point edge. The attack, dug by Poole that time. Quinn on the attack. Geljanite will try again. That time in the back line, Folletta got it. And the kill is good for Carl. So Carl on the kill that time. The senior from Sugar Land, Texas, earning the point for Montevallo and the side out. The Lady Cougars up by 3 at 9-6. Quinn on the serve. Smith sets up Geljanite, the tap, and that will go down for CSU. The carry called against Montevallo. The tip worked that time for Erica Geljanite, who has 5 kills in the first 10 points for CSU. Emily Veman, the freshman from Augusta, subs in for the serve. Montevallo with a roll over with the left hand by Phelps. They'll set up Geljanite. Another tap. Ati got to it. Phelps this time swings. Veman gets the dig. They'll back set for Geljanite, who goes cross court and lands another one. Erica now with 6 already. First time they met, she had 19 in that 5-set match. That is her career high. Veman again with the serve. Tapped over by Marquez. CSU gets it in the air. Smith goes on the attack, and Kirsten Smith with the left hand with the kill for CSU. Casey Cornett, postgame on Saturday, talked about Kirsten Smith, who had a career-high 9 kills against Georgia Regents. Talked about how that's what she recruited her for. She wants her to attack more, and that time her 6'1" setter with the attack and the kill. CSU up 12-6. Marquez, the set for Phelps, blocked into the air. Taylor Ray will set it up this time. Geljanite again, and Erica just long that time. CSU asking for the tip to no avail, though, and it's 12-7. Caitlin Tatum comes out. Megan Frame into the front line for CSU, and it's Megan Frame that earns the kill for the Lady Cougars. A quick set that time right into the center, and Megan Frame, who's been so good in conference play for CSU, earns her first kill of the night. 13-7 as Cheyenne Swinson subs back in. Taylor Ray, the one that sits down, and Kirsten Smith, the serve, right off the tape, and it falls onto the CSU side at 13-8. Serve coming up for Marquez. Montevallo down by 5. Smith, the set for Geljanite, and Erica has another phenomenal set so far, and it's barely halfway done for the freshman. 7 kills in 14 points for CSU. They have 10 kills to just 4 for the Falcons to this point. Geljanite on that serve. Ati with the roll, and it's blocked. CSU by 7 now. As that time it was Frame and Swinson who got their hands on it. Geljanite will continue to serve CSU. A great first set in the process right now. And there's an ace. Erica with an ace for CSU, and they're doubling them up. 16-8. And Katie O'Brien wants to use her second and final timeout of this first set. Things slipping away in set number 1 from Montevallo as CSU off to an uncharacteristic hot start in set number 1. Fans, the first official student section at Columbus State University is currently forming. The Blue Crew will be the first official student representation at CSU athletic events and costs just $10 to become a member. Included in that membership are 2 Blue Crew t-shirts, preferred seating at sporting events, eligibility for promotional giveaways, and a free catered meal during the semester. Stop by the athletic offices in the Lumpkin Center to sign up and follow at Blue Crew, BLUCREW_Cougs, COUGS, for more information. A lot to cheer about for the Blue Crew tonight. So far, through 24 points, the Lady Cougars up 16-8. We're used to watching this team be a little slow out of the gates. Not the case tonight. Up 8 out of the timeout. Geljanite serving. They'll set it up. Ati on the attack. Dug by Merritt. Quick set for Frame. Blocked into the air. Marquez for Ati again. Merritt gets it again. The dig goes right to the net, and they're going to call Montevallo in the net that time. Ati in the net that time, going for the swing for Montevallo. So the Lady Cougars get the point off the attacking error. 17-8. Marquez for Phelps, and that'll put an end to the run of 4 straight for the Lady Cougars as Rebecca Phelps earns the kill. And now the southpaw will step back to serve. Her first kill of the night on the last point. Smith sets up Frame, blocked by Ati into the air. Swinson with the tap over. Harvey keeps it alive. They'll set it up, rolled into the center, and a point for the Falcons. Katie Best, the junior, with the roll into the center in the hole there in the CSU defense. Phelps again on serve at 17-10. A receiving error against CSU's Erica Geljanite, and an ace for Phelps. 17-11. Lady Cougars can't allow Montevallo to get back in it. You got to keep them close, or keep some distance rather. Smith with the dump, and it earns the kill. Anna Quinn couldn't get a hand on it and keep it up in the air long enough. So Kirsten Smith earns her second kill of the match. Merritt will step off the floor for CSU. Tatum into the front line. Megan Frame will serve from the far right side. Going to the back corner, dug up by Folletta. They'll set it up for Ati. Geljanite got it on the dive, but into the scorer's table. And Mani Ati with another kill. That's her second. Ati in the first go-round had 14 of those. She leads the Peach Belt Conference in points this season. They'll set it up, but they mistimed it. Cheyenne Swinson went for the quick set, jumped in the air, and Kirsten Smith's set was high and a floater. Swinson had no shot at it. 18-13. Harvey serving for the second straight time. Smith for Katie Poole in the middle. Blocked but out of bounds. CSU, the kill by Katie Poole, who's the leading attacker on this Lady Cougars squad. She earns her second kill of the match. Swinson out, Taylor Ray in for CSU. 19-13. CSU with a 6-point edge. They'll set it up, and it's pushed over, but they're going to call a carry against Michelle Carl. They're going to say palmed it and pushed it over. 20-13. Ray again serving. CSU 5 points from the opening set. Harvey sets it up. Quinn on the attack, dug by Ray. Cross-court set for Poole, and Ati got hands on it along with Carl for the block. (20-14), CSU still with a 6-point edge. Ati the serve. They set it up for Poole, and Poole long with the attack over the end line. The lead cut to 5 at 20-15. Casey Cornett up off the bench for the first time, offering some words of encouragement. Smith, back set for Poole, and that time the junior out of Texas lands it in the center. And Katie Poole makes this a 21-15 first set. Back to a 6-point edge, and CSU needing 4 more points. It'll be Poole that'll step back and serve. The top spin is an ace. CSU leading the Peach Belt Conference in service aces, averaging around 2 per set, and they add another one here in this first set as Montevallo will sub in Carissa Bell as Ati takes a seat in the back line for the Falcons. 22-15, CSU in front, and Poole again serving. Marquez back sets it. The attack is dug. Geljanite on the roll. Harvey gets it in the air. It'll be Harvey that will hit one over from the 10-foot line. Smith, quick set for Tatum, had it blocked. Kept alive. Merritt bumps it across. Marquez sets it up, and we've got CSU in the net. Quinn was going for the tip, and I believe it was Kirsten Smith that was in the net that time for CSU, and it's 22-16. Anna Quinn on serve. CSU 3 points away from a 1-set-to-none lead. Smith sets up Geljanite. The dig goes over the net, and Kirsten Smith with the big swing. Brings out the big applause from the Lumpkin Center crowd. It's 23-16. Megan Frame back onto the floor for Caitlin Merritt. Caitlin Tatum comes off, and Emily Veman subs in, and she'll step back to the service line. 23-16. Serve right over the net. Marquez, back set, blocked. The set goes over the net that time. Smith for Geljanite, blocked, and a point for Montevallo. That time, Marquez, along with Michelle Carl, earning the kill for the Falcons. 23-17, and it's Michelle Carl with the serve. They'll set up Geljanite again, and into the back corner, Erica adds to her game-leading total. That's 8. And CSU with set point. (24-17), the Lady Cougars looking to lead it 1-0. It'll be Kirsten Smith that'll serve. Harvey will set it up. Phelps on the attack, dug by Merritt. Smith for Geljanite, the tip. Picked up that time by Bell. They set up Phelps again. Dug into the scorer's table that time. Merritt and Poole go for the dig at the same time, and it's 24-18. Ati back in. Carissa Bell comes out. Brianna Marquez will serve. Montevallo needing 6 more points in a row. Smith, back set for Frame. I'm going to say double touch that time on Kirsten Smith. So it's down to 5. 5 more points needed. Marquez again on the serve. Merritt the dig. They'll set it up. Megan Frame has it blocked. Geljanite the dig. They'll set it up for Erica going cross court. Harvey the dig this time. Quick set. Ati has her attempt blocked by Swinson, but out of bounds, and they're within 4. CSU is going to use a timeout, the first one for Casey Cornett here in this first set. Montevallo has fought off 3 straight set points. They pulled within 4. CSU still at set point, though, as they lead it 24-20 here in this opening set. This the start of the long evening of festivities here inside the Lumpkin Center. Immediately following the volleyball match tonight, Cougar Madness on the floor here in the Lumpkin Center as we kick off the start of basketball season here at Columbus State. The men's and women's teams will be introduced for the first time. We have a faculty-student basketball game, a live DJ, a three-point contest for cash prizes, a lot of stuff happening, and we'll have it for you here on Cougar Sports TV, so make sure you stick around after the volleyball match for Cougar Madness here inside the Lumpkin Center. 24-20, Columbus State in front in the opening set, looking for the first point on the board in the set column. Marquez serving for Montevallo, needing 4 more points in a row. They'll set it up, Geljanite, cross court, and Erica makes it 1-0. CSU 25-20. Columbus State on the board first as they fire the opening salvo here on this Tuesday evening in Columbus, Georgia. Already off to a better start than they were the first time these two met when Columbus State dropped it 25-17 in set number 1. 25-20. The Lady Cougars take the opening set, and we are off and running here inside the Lumpkin Center. Let's take a look at what the upcoming schedule looks like for the Lady Cougars as they move forward. We've been in a stretch here of 7 games with 6 of them on their home floor. That will come to an end tonight. Tonight, the 6th and final of those home games out of the 7. They're on the road the next 3 times after this one. A week from now, they have 7 days off. So a week from now, next Tuesday night, they'll be up in Rome, Georgia, where they will take on Shorter. They'll be up in a matchup out of conference with the Gulf South Conference Shorter University up in Rome. That's a 7 o'clock start time on next Tuesday evening. Next Friday and Saturday, arguably the toughest road trip of the season for the Lady Cougars as they head to Flagler and Armstrong. Next Friday night, they are in St. Augustine to take on the Saints of Flagler College, who currently sit 4th in the Peach Belt Conference and own a 4-set victory over CSU here in this building. That's a 7 o'clock first serve from Flagler. And then on Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock, they're in Savannah, Georgia to take on the defending Peach Belt Conference champions and unbeaten Pirates of Armstrong Atlantic State University. They are a perfect 18-0 this season and 10-0 inside the Peach Belt Conference. So a big-time weekend coming up, not this week, but next weekend for the Lady Cougars before they return back home when they will be taking on Lander on November 8th, a Friday night 6 o'clock start from here inside the Lumpkin Center. That's what the upcoming schedule looks like for your Lady Cougars. In that first set, some of your numbers: CSU out killing Montevallo 17-10 through the first set. CSU hitting 238 on 42 attacking chances. Katie Poole and Kirsten Smith with 3 kills apiece, but it was Erica Geljanite who had 9 kills in that opening set to lead the way, and she is by far the game leader for CSU. Maniati, 3 of the 10 kills for the Falcons, and then a trio of Falcons with 2 in that first set. All 10 assists for Montevallo belonging to Brianna Marquez, 11 of the 15 for CSU belonging to Kirsten Smith, 18 digs for the Lady Cougars, 13 for Montevallo. So couldn't have gone much better for CSU through the first set. Now they've got to keep it going, and they've got to try to win 2 more. For Montevallo as they come out for the second set, Katie Best on the floor along with Rebecca Phelps, Brianna Marquez, Michelle Carl, Anna Quinn, and Monty Ati. It'll be Carl that'll come out in place of the libero, Callie Harvey. For CSU, it's Smith, Tatum, Geljanite, Frame, Taylor Ray, and Katie Poole, with Caitlin Merritt, the libero, subbing in place of Frame. Taylor Ray on the court because she is going to start the service off. Cheyenne Swinson starting on the bench here in set number 2. CSU in the home white on the right side of the court now as you're looking at it. Montevallo in the purple on the left side. Ray with the opening serve, and we are a go here in set number 2. The first attack is dug. Kirsten Smith keeps it alive, but CSU can't get to it, and Katie Poole with the hard spill, falling over Kirsten Smith, who was on the floor, and Montevallo with the first point of set number 2 off the kill that time by Rebecca Phelps. So Falcons on the board first, and it's Marquez that serves. Smith sets it up for Poole from the right side, dug by Quinn. They'll quick set it. Ati's attack is blocked. Then she'll push one over off the tape. Ray sets it up for Poole from the left side this time, dug by Quinn again. Phelps with the left hand, the attack off the hands that time of CSU, and it goes out of bounds into the Lady Cougar bench. Phelps with back-to-back kills to start the second set, and it's 2-0. Merritt on the dig, Smith the attack, Quinn with another dig. It goes over the net, and Katie Poole wasn't prepared for it. 3-0, Montevallo with 3 straight points. Marquez serving again. The serve, though, out wide right, and CSU will have its first point of set number 2, trailing 3-1. Lady Cougars never trailed in the opening set, on their way to a 25-20 win. Down 3-1 here. Phelps going for another kill, and she'll have another one. Rebecca Phelps with her 3rd kill of the set, her 5th of the match. And it's Phelps that steps back to serve now. Smith sets it up. Geljanite, who had a very good first set, dug up that time, and the kill for Ati in the center. Mani Ati with her 4th. Keeps Montevallo on serve. It's a 4-point set at 5-1. Phelps again the serve. Smith with the attack. Phelps the dig. Ati with the roll over. Taylor Ray got it on the dive. Smith sets it up for Geljanite. Cross court long. It's 6-1. And Casey Cornett up off the bench. Not going to take time out. Just going to talk to her team. Urging them on. Trailing 6-1. Smith for Tatum. Blocked, kept alive. And it's 7-1. And now I believe Casey Cornett is going to use her first time out. We talked about Columbus State in set number 1, who was out to a quick early start in that set. Talked to them struggling a little bit when they fall behind and struggling to come from behind. And that's what they found themselves in, a hole here in set number 2 at 7-1. Very good crowd on hand tonight inside the Lumpkin Center as we get prepared again for Cougar Madness coming up later. So a long night of activity here inside the building. A good showing of students on hand for this midweek matchup. The Lady Cougars have had good attendance throughout this season, especially on the midweek night games. A little smaller crowds on the weekends, but doing well during the week. And tonight, no different. Lady Cougars up a set here in set number 2, but trailing 7-1 in the second. Needing a side out here. Phelps the serve. Smith sets it up for Geljanite. Phelps gets it back into the air. Ati will bump it over. Smith will set up Geljanite again, and Erica finally gets a kill for CSU to break the run. 4 straight for Montevallo, finally broken. It's 7-2. Emily Veman subbing in along with Megan Frame. It's Veman that will serve. Tatum and Merritt step off the floor. Marquez sets it up. The attack is blocked, but it stays on the CSU side. Katie Best, the kill for the Falcons, and CSU can only get 1 point back. 8-2, Montevallo in front. Merritt comes back in as Veman comes off. Harvey on the serve. Smith on the attack, but it goes into the net. CSU struggling here in this second set. Just 1 kill so far for the Lady Cougars with 4 attacking errors. Callie Harvey on the serve. It goes over on the dig by Geljanite. They set it up. Carl has her attack done. Geljanite has it blocked. Carl and Ati get the block, and Montevallo has raced out to an 8-point advantage in this second set, making it look easy. Whatever adjustments were made by Katie O'Brien and staff after set 1 working well here in the second set. CSU struggling after a first set victory. 10-2, Montevallo. Smith sets it up. Erica on the attack, and again it's blocked. Again, it was Carl and Ati to get their second straight. 5 blocks already for the Falcons. It's 11-2. Not the way you wanted it to go after winning the opening set. Smith on the dump, and that'll earn the kill for the junior out of Port Charlotte, Florida. For Kirsten, that's kill number 4. Taylor Ray out, Cheyenne Swinson in for CSU as they add an attacker on the front line. Kirsten Smith will do the serving. CSU in need of a bit of a run here, trailing by 8. Marquez sets it up for Monty Ati with a big-time smash. Ati with the cross-court crush makes it 12-3. The senior aiming for a 4th all-conference selection has 5 of those. Ati that serve. Smith again the dump, dug by Harvey. Quick set that time, and it goes for a kill for Michelle Carl. Carl comes into the night with the 4th best hitting percentage in the conference and working well here in this one. CSU with a free ball over. Marquez on the attack, dug by Smith. Geljanite sets up Swinson. Dug into the air by Marquez. And Ati on the 3rd touch. Can't get it over. That'll be a kill for Cheyenne Swinson. 13-4 as Swinson has her first kill of the night. Erica Geljanite, who's in double figures already in kills with the serve, but it goes right into the net. CSU with a service error, back to a 10-point margin. It's 14-4. Anna Quinn with the serve right on the back line. Katie Poole the attack, and that one lands just inside the left sideline for Katie Poole, who's had a rather quiet night so far. Just her 4th kill in 12 chances, makes it 14-5. Katie had 20 in the first matchup. Megan Frame the serve. The attack by Carl. Off the block and out of bounds. Another kill for Michelle Carl. For the senior, that's 5 now. Make it 4 rather in 10 chances. It's Carl on the serve at 15-5. Quick set for Tatum, and it's blocked. And Casey Cornett not happy with what she saw just then. And she's going to make a sub. Caitlin Tatum will come out after the error. It's Kylie Bobian that subs in, the freshman from Birmingham, Alabama. The serve that time goes off the tape. and it's a service error against Montevallo, makes it 16-6. Taylor Ray subbing in will serve now as Swinson sits down. They set it up. The attack, that time by Best, goes for a point. Off the CSU block and down 17-6, and Montevallo in full control here in set number 2. Marquez, the serve. Smith, the set for Katie Poole. And there's another. The junior team captain with her 5th. Back to a 10-point margin, but CSU needing a lot more. 17-7. Poole will step back and she'll serve now, and CSU again gives it right back. Done that a few times here in this set. Earned the point and giving it right back. So 18-7 now. CSU behind. Phelps the serve, the lefty, with an 11-point edge. Smith will go on the attack, and with the left hand, earns the kill. Subs on both sides. Jessica Folletta into the back line for Montevallo. Megan Frame into the front for CSU. Kylie Bobian will serve now for the Lady Cougars for the first time in the match. 18-8. Marquez, quick set for Ati, and into the back center. Monty Ati has another kill. For Ati, that's now 6. The senior from here in Georgia, out of Lawrenceville. One of 4 on the roster from the Peach State. And there is an ace. Callie Harvey with the ace, and Montevallo 5 points away from tying the match at 1. Smith, the set. Frame, the tap. Out to the right. 21-8. Smith sets up Geljanite. Off the block, stays on the CSU side. Katie Poole from the 10-foot line, dug by Harvey. Ati and Geljanite jounce to the net, and they're going to say Ati was in the net that time. Kirsten Smith will serve. For CSU down 21-9. They set it up on the quick set that time by Carl, or rather for Carl, but the attack goes into the net. (21-10). CSU needing a long run. The dig goes over the net. Frame on the attack, dug by Folletta. They'll get it to Ati. Kept alive by the Lady Cougars. Merritt got it over the net. Still alive, though, for Montevallo. Ati's attack, dug by Smith. Swinson, the swing, long. Over the end line. CSU saying it was tipped. No dice, though, from the referee in the chair or on the floor. And it's 22-10. 3 more for the Falcons. Ati, the serve. Smith for Geljanite. Into the air in the Montevallo bench. See if they can get it over. Harvey with the roll off the tape. Got the good roll. Harvey got it off the top, and it hit off Katie Poole for the kill. 23-10 now. Smith for Swinson. Dug by Folletta. Off the tape, the attack that time by Quinn. Geljanite from the 10-foot line, off the block, and a point for CSU. Erica adds to her game-high total. She's at 11 now. And now Erica will serve. CSU, though, needs to win 13 of the next 14 points. Montevallo looking to even it up at 1 set apiece. Marquez on the attack, blocked by Frame. Harvey the dig. Carl's attack, dug by Swinson. They set up Katie Poole. And that attack lands in the Montevallo side. 2 in a row for the Lady Cougars, who've made it 23-12. Geljanite serving again. Marquez, quick set for Carl. Dug in the air by CSU. It's Poole who pushes it. Auntie the dig. Quinn, the tip, kept alive. And they're going to say ball handling error, double touch. That time against CSU. 24-12 and set point for Montevallo. I'll have 12 tries at this. Quinn the serve. Smith the quick set for Frame. Dug up by Harvey. Ati pushes it over, but it goes off the antenna. So 1 set point by the wayside. 24-13. Megan Frame serving for CSU. Marquez sets it up for Carl. Smith for Poole with the left hand in the net that time was Michelle Carl. So give it a third try here for Montevallo. 24-14. Marquez for Carl again. Cross court, and that one lands in. A kill for Michelle Carl in the set to Montevallo at 25-14. A dominant performance in set number 2 for the Falcons. Evens us at 1 set apiece as the two sides head for the locker rooms for the extended break here between sets 2 and 3. 25-20, Columbus State wins the opening set. 25-14, Montevallo evens it up with set number 2. We'll take the long break, and we will come back with a look at the Peach Belt Conference schedule and the Peach Belt Conference standings. Lady Cougars and Montevallo tied at 1. Stephen Williams back here with you inside the Lumpkin Center on Cougar Sports TV. The Lady Cougars of Columbus State looking for their 5th straight victory and their 4th straight in Peach Belt Conference action. Tied at a set apiece as they head into the locker room for the extended break between sets 2 and 3. Montevallo taking the second set, CSU winning the first. Before we get to some of your numbers through the opening 2 sets, let's take a look at what the Peach Belt Conference standings look like as we enter play here this evening. As we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Armstrong still perfect, not only in the conference, but also overall on the season. 10-0 for the Pirates, 18-0 overall. Francis Marion took its second loss of the season to Montevallo on Saturday. This Montevallo squad handed Francis Marion its second loss of the year as they fall to 8-2. Montevallo creeping in on that second spot now. A win tonight would go a long way to help them towards that. And then Flagler, who dropped another match last week as they fell to Francis Marion, also lost a couple other times this season. They're 9-4. And then you see CSU, who's climbing up the Peach Belt Conference standings, a half game ahead of USC Aiken, who's in that 6th spot right now. The top 8 teams advance on to the Peach Belt Conference tournament. The Lady Cougars, at this point, seem pretty firmly in that group. But again, anything can happen down the stretch with much of the second half of the conference schedule still to go. But they have put themselves in a good spot to be inside that top 8 that will make it to the Peach Belt Conference tournament at Francis Marion later in the month of November. Only one other Peach Belt Conference game going on tonight, and that one's going down in Greenwood, South Carolina. The Bearcats of Lander playing host to Georgia Regents University, formerly Augusta State. So over in South Carolina, the only other Peach Belt Conference match. That one's going on as we speak. Francis Marion also in action, but they're out of conference as they're hosting Pfeiffer tonight. That one going on as we speak as well. All 3 of the matches involving Peach Belt Conference teams tonight began at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. We're down to about 35 seconds until the 3rd set's supposed to begin. CSU not out of its locker room yet. The coaching staff is. Players nowhere to be found. Montevallo on the floor, ready to go. Casey Cornett just got up and was getting ready to go to the locker room to get them. And then right around the corner come the Lady Cougars. So they come back just at the last second. We'll see if they made any adjustments after set number 2. Struggled in that second set as they fell 25-14 in set number 2. They hit just 0-33 as a team in that second set. Montevallo hit 379 for the set that time. So CSU struggling big time in the second set. For the Falcons as they hit the court for the 3rd set, it's Best out there along with Quinn, Ati, Phelps, Harvey, and Marquez. For CSU, Megan Frame, Kirsten Smith, Erica Geljanite, Katie Poole, Kylie Bobian, and Andrea Skopor, who's out there for the first time tonight, along with Caitlin Merritt, the libero, who comes on as Bobian takes a seat. Montevallo in the purple on the right side of your screen now. CSU in the white on the left. It's the Falcons with first serve. Tied at 1 set apiece. And we're going here in set number 3. Smith for Geljanite. The tip dug by Marquez. Harvey up in the air. The attack by Best is dug. Skopor swings for the first time, and it's just out long. Montevallo, the first point of set number 3. Montevallo jumped out to a 10-2 lead in the second set and ran away with it. Smith for Skopor. Into the net, 2-0. Can ill afford to fall behind by a lot in this 3rd set. Marquez serving again. CSU is going to give it up on a free one if Merritt gets it over the net. It does go over. Marquez for Ati on the tip. Poole, the dive. Got it. Geljanite, the swing up in the air. Picked up by Harvey. And the attack that time is out wide left off the hands of Katie Best, and CSU has its first point. Good scramble that time by the Lady Cougars to keep the ball alive and ultimately earn the point. Geljanite will serve for the first time now for CSU. Erica with the ace. Miscommunication in the back line that time. Turns into an ace for Erica. That's her second. She's averaging 3.5 so far over the last 7 games. Has really picked up her service game. Just as you say that, though, she hits one out wide left, an error against the Lady Cougars, who have actually done a nice job tonight of limiting the number in that department. That was just their 4th service error of the match. Generally, they're a lot higher than that. Caitlin Merritt will bump it over into the back middle. Marquez will set it up for Quinn, and that'll be a kill for Anna Quinn, the sophomore from Hoover, Alabama, earns the kill for Montevallo, and it's 4-2. Phelps on the serve. They quick set for Frame. Has it blocked by Ati. Merritt the dig. Skapor with a chance now. Dug by Phelps in the back. They set it up. Rolled over, and a point for Montevallo again. That one off the hands of Katie Best. CSU on the third touch. The attack by Katie Poole earns the kill for the Lady Cougars, who needed that one. They had dropped 3 points in a row. 5-3 where it's at now. CSU trailing by 2, or rather trailing by 1. It's 5-4. Make it 6-4 as Megan Frame's serve goes out wide. So CSU had 3 service errors through 2 sets. Now with 2 of them early in the third set. Harvey on the serve. Smith for Poole in the center, and Katie Poole has another. They need her to get going. She's had a very quiet 7 kills so far in the match coming into this set. Has 2 more as she closes in on double figures with 9. Taylor Ray subs in, and she will do the serving. Frame, the one who sat down. The attack that time by Carl off the hands of Ray. And a point for Montevallo. 7-5. Falcons in front. A big third set here. Tied at 1. Ati, the serve. They'll set it up. Poole will try again. Pushes it left and lands it just inside the sideline. And for Katie Poole, she's in double figures now for the 13th time this season and 11 times in 12 PBC matches. CSU with the point that time. Wasn't exactly how they planned it out to be. Kirsten Smith will earn the kill. Katie Poole serving for the Lady Cougars. They'll set it up for Quinn. Taylor Ray trying to get to it on a dive. Couldn't reach it. And it goes for a kill for Montevallo, who's back up by 1. Quinn now to serve. Merritt the dig. They'll set it up for Geljanite, and Erica with the smash. Erica Geljanite with the kill that time. She now has 12, continues to be the leader. Emily Veeman subs in, and she will serve now for CSU. And another service error. They continue to struggle here in this third set with the service. Katie Best comes back to the floor. Harvey sits down. Another sub set to come in for Montevallo as Carissa Bell comes back in and Ati heads to the bench. Michelle Carl serving for the Falcons. Quick set. Megan Frame has her attack blocked. Katie Poole will push it over in the back corner. They'll back set it. Poole the dig. Set for Geljanite. Off the block and dug up by Carl. Quick set. Best. Ray the dig. Dump over by Smith. Dug by Carl. Tipped that time by Phelps. CSU with a chance. Geljanite with the kill. Long rally at Erica Geljanite into the back middle. CSU will sub Andrea Skapor back into the front line as Taylor Ray comes off. Kirsten Smith serving. The dig right at the net. Phelps on the attack, and it's a point for Montevallo. Marquez serving for the Falcons. Smith sets it up for Skapor, has it blocked. Ati on the solo block that time. Has her 5th block of the match. Marquez serving again. Montevallo in front. They'll set up Geljanite. Dug by Harvey on the cross court. The attack, that time the cross court try for Montevallo. Best with the attack, it goes out wide left. Erica Geljanite will serve with CSU trailing. The serve is an ace. Geljanite has her 3rd. Erica, another strong match service-wise. And make it another ace for CSU. Four aces now for Erica. No ace this time as they set it up for Phelps, and Phelps with the left hand has the kill. Phelps serving with it tied at 12. They set it up for Frame, and they're going to call Megan Frame for the carry that time. Casey Cornett didn't agree with it. It gets her off her seat. They're saying it was more palmed. They'll set it up. Katie Poole on the attack. Blocked and dug up, and Poole will get a second shot at it. Kept alive, Harvey with the diving dig. Bumped over, that time by Best. Smith set for Poole. A 3rd try, blocked, and this time she'll push it into the back corner. Katie Poole with the block that time. Dug up, and the mistimed set, and CSU earns the point and ties the match at 13. $13 apiece. Again, a humongous 3rd set here in this battle of 2 of the top 5 teams in the Peach Belt Conference. 13-13, 1 set all. CSU trying to avenge an earlier conference loss. It was a 5-set loss in Montevallo. Megan Frame the serve. Quinn rolls it over. Frame will set it up. Katie Poole again. Off the hands and a kill. Katie Poole with 11 smashes now for the night. CSU in front for, I believe, the first time in this set. 14-13. The dig into the net and pushed over finally by Best. Poole will try again. Cross court. Katie Poole riding the hot hand. 15-13. And a timeout. Montevallo. Katie O'Brien taking the timeout as they start the Let's Go Cougars chant inside the Lumpkin Center. Fans, you can stay connected up to the minute with Columbus State Athletics on Twitter. Follow at CSU Cougars for all of your news and information surrounding Cougar athletics, and follow the individual sport Twitter handles for in-game updates. For CSU Volleyball, make sure you're following at CSU Cougars WVB. Be sure to use the hashtag GoCSU to connect with the rest of Cougar Nation. Columbus State much better here in set number 3 than they were in the second. The Lady Cougars won the opening set 25-20 before really a struggle in the second set. They fell behind 10-2 and ultimately fell 25-14 in a dominant performance by Montevallo. That evened us up at 1 apiece. And now the Lady Cougars have fought from behind. They fell back 7-3 in this set. But they fought back and they lead it 15-13. Now, about midway through set number 3. 1 set apiece here on Cougar Sports TV. Stephen Williams with you. Glad you're with us, whether you're watching in Montevallo, Columbus, or somewhere else. Megan Frame will serve for CSU after the timeout. Lady Cougars by 2 at 15-13. Again, the crowd continues to file in here on this Tuesday evening into the Lumpkin Center with Cougar Madness coming up later. Good volleyball before. A lot for them to watch as CSU serves it into the net. Megan Frame with the error that time for the Lady Cougars, and it's 15-14. That's been a downfall of CSU in this set so far. Service errors. Been a struggle. Callie Harvey, the serve for Montevallo, and that one hits the line. Right on the back line, says our line judge, and we're tied at 15. So a quick 2 points for the Falcons. 15 apiece. Harvey that time with the floater. They'll set it up. Katie Poole from the 10-foot line. Blocked. CSU with the dig. Poole again. The tip, and Poole digs after the block. Skapor on the opposite side. Blocked. They blocked all 3 chances. That time by CSU. Carl and Quinn got that one. Andrew Skapor struggling a little bit tonight. No kills and 5 chances. Geljanite's dig ends up in the net. On the third touch, able to get it over. CSU gets it back. Smith for Katie Poole. Poole, cross court, dug by Harvey. They'll set up Ati. Dug by Smith. Poole on the attack on the back line. Montevallo thought it was headed out of bounds. It hits the back line instead, and Katie Poole has tied Erica Geljanite for the game lead, 13 apiece for the top attackers for CSU. 16 all as Taylor Ray subs in to serve. Skapor comes out. Quinn rolls it over. Poole the dig. They'll set it up for Katie again. The attack. Harvey got it into the center of the court. Ati. Ray got it into the air. Geljanite will roll it into the back line, and no one's there. They let it go again, and Erica earns kill number 14. Back-to-back times. Kills haven't been strong, but Montevallo's back line has let it go, thinking it was headed out of bounds. 17-16. Ray again serving. The dig right at the net, and they can't get it over. Montevallo asking for the tip. No one saying it was touched. 18-16. CSU now has scored 3 in a row. Ray again serving. Third straight serve for her. Again, the dig goes right at the net, and again, CSU gets the point. Ball handling error, that time on Marquez. And CSU putting a nice run together here with Taylor Ray on serve, 19-16. Again, winner of this set with a huge advantage. Marquez sets it up for Ati. Ray got it over the net on the dig. That time, though, the kill is good for Anna Quinn. Ray's dig went over the net, and Quinn punished it. It's 19-17. Quinn now with 5 kills. Phelps, the leader for Montevallo, has 7. Ati the serve. Smith sets it up. Katie Poole off of the shoulder that time of Quinn. And CSU with the kill. That actually may have been right off of the face of Quinn. Seems to have shaken it off okay, though. That earned a roar here out of the Lumpkin Center. Poole on the serve. Carl's attack, dug by Ray. Smith for Poole again. Harvey got it in the air. Ati set it up. Harvey will roll it over. Smith on the attack with the left hand. Dug, the dig goes over the net. It's still alive on the CSU side. Taylor Ray into the back corner. Marquez sets it up. Carl's attack is good. Michelle Carl, the point for Montevallo. It's 20-18. A sub for Montevallo. Folletta comes off the floor. Phelps back in. Anna Quinn serving. 20-18. CSU in front. Smith sets it up for Bobian, and Kylie Bobian has her first kill of the night. They set it up for the middle blocker. The freshman finishes it home. 21-18. Megan Frame back onto the floor in place of Caitlin Merritt. Emily Veman in place of Bobian. And Veman will serve. CSU by 3. 1 set apiece. Marquez for Phelps. And Phelps with the left hand right into the center of the court. 21-19. Merritt back in. Veman steps off. CSU by 2 at 21-19. Carl the serve. Smith sets it up. Poole from the 10-foot line. Into the air. Dug by Quinn. They set it up. Phelps will try for 2 in a row. Blocked. Kept alive. Ati from the 10-foot line. Dug by Poole. Smith for Geljanite. Blocked. Montevallo the point. Marquez and Best on the block. It's 21-20. This is what we expected tonight. Back and forth these two go. Geljanite on the attack. Blocked and kept alive. Phelps rolls it over. CSU will get a second attempt at it. Frame. Dug by Ati. They set it up. Phelps cross court. Dug Poole. Geljanite. The tip doesn't go over, and we're tied at 21. 3 in a row for Montevallo and a timeout Columbus State. Casey Cornett using her first timeout, and we're tied at 21. CSU held a 21-18 advantage. 3 straight, though, for Montevallo here. Has leveled off set number 3 as these sides search for the big advantage through 3 sets. Remember, you can catch all of the action of Columbus State Athletics home events online on Cougar Sports TV. Volleyball and soccer seasons winding down, but still home events left of both. And upcoming, basketball, baseball, and softball will all be featured over the course of the 2013-2014 year. Visit ustream.tv/Columbus State Athletics for all of the live action. Cougar Sports TV, your home for CSU Athletics. 21-21. In a hotly contested third set here inside the Lumpkin Center on Cougar Sports TV. Stephen Williams with you here in Columbus, Georgia. Michelle Carl serving for the Falcons. $21 apiece. Smith sets it up. Geljanite on the attack. It's long. They're going to say, though, it was tipped at the net off the block that time of Montevallo. And it's a point for CSU, so a change of emotions there. Montevallo thought they had it long, but it's a kill for Erica Geljanite, her 15th. CSU by a point. Kirsten Smith the serve. It's set up, and the attack into the net that time by Best. So 2 big points for the Lady Cougars after the timeout. 23-21. 2 more points needed, and Montevallo needs a timeout now. So good timeout for Casey Cornett as she used it and got 2 points to push them in front. Now Montevallo needs the timeout, trailing 23-21 in set number 3. 1 set apiece here inside the Lumpkin Center. Fans, CSU needs your support. Columbus State is challenging Cougar Nation. Help us reach 2,000 likes on the official Columbus State Athletics Facebook page. Here's how you can help. Go online or at home on your mobile device and search for Columbus State University Athletics. Click the like button and help us continue that climb towards 2,000. Again, the final game of a 7-game stretch for CSU, with 6 of those on their home floor. They've been good at home this season. They're 7-3 on this court. And they're searching for their 5th straight victory overall, 4th straight in conference play. A lot to be decided before this one's over, though. 23-21 in set number 3. CSU in front by 2. Kirsten Smith serving. The Lady Cougars' best server this season. She's second in the Peach Belt Conference in aces. She doesn't have any, though, tonight. Marquez for Phelps. And Phelps with the kill. Cuts the lead in half. It's down to 1. 23-22. Closing in on the late stages of this third set. Marquez, the serve. Smith sets up Geljanite. Cross court. And that one lands in. It takes out our line judge while we're at it. But it's a set point for CSU. 24-22. CSU at set point. Geljanite serving for the lead. And it's an ace, and CSU brings them to their feet in the Lumpkin Center. 25-22. The Lady Cougars with the big edge now, winning that third set. Big time get for the Lady Cougars, who are 1 set away from a 5th straight victory and trying to avenge the loss they had a month ago against this same Montevallo squad. 25-20 in set 1, CSU. 25-14 in set 2, Montevallo. 25-22, CSU in set 3, and it's 2-1, Columbus State in front. Fans, once this volleyball match is over, don't go anywhere. Keep yourself on Cougar Sports TV. Cougar Madness is coming up immediately following the volleyball game. We will go off the air for just a few minutes to reset things before we hit the air again for Cougar Madness, as it will be the official kickoff to the 2013-2014 Columbus State basketball season. Live DJ in attendance, all set up across the way and ready to get us going once this one ends. We've got a faculty-student basketball game featuring Columbus State President Dr. Tim Mescon and others. A student three-point contest in which the winners will be receiving $50 cash prizes. And also, we will meet the Cougars and Lady Cougars for the first time. They've got a big show for the introductions tonight of those two teams here on this floor. Plenty of excitement and entertainment, and that'll be followed, and the night will be capped off by a slam dunk contest as some of the Cougar men will try to go soaring into the air tonight to put on a show for those in attendance. And by the way, quite a crowd on hand here in the Lumpkin Center for all the activities coming up over the course of this night. It's an impressive showing from the CSU students and from the rest of the CSU athletic support. That is coming up immediately after this one. We'll go off the air. Don't be alarmed. Don't change your page. Stay right there. We'll come back on, and you'll be able to watch Cougar Madness from wherever you're at. 25-22, the Lady Cougars capture set number 3, and they take a 2-1 edge as we head to set number 4. After 3 sets, the Lady Cougars leading the advantage in kills, 41-33 over the Falcons of Montevallo so far. The Lady Cougars led by Erica Geljanite with 16 kills. Katie Poole has 14. Those two have combined for 30 so far in this match. Katie Poole hitting a cool 343 so far in this one. On the opposite side, Rebecca Phelps, the closest to double figures for Montevallo. She has 9. Michelle Carl with 7, and Maniati with 6 to this point. 31 assists for Brianna Marquez, 26 on the opposite side for Kirsten Smith. As they hit the court for the 4th set, it's Best, Phelps, Marquez, Carl, Quinn, and Ati, along with the libero, Harvey. For CSU, Skapor, Bobian, Frame, Smith, Geljanite, and Poole, along with the libero, Caitlin Merritt. The two sides switch into the court again. And it's Montevallo in the purple uniforms on the left side of the screen. CSU in their home whites on the right side. 2-1. Columbus State will try to end it here in set number 4. Erica Geljanite will serve as we kick off the 4th set here on Cougar Sports TV. And Geljanite does just what she did to end set number 3, an ace to start it off, her 6th so far of this match. Erica setting a new career high in that department with 6 of them. Not an ace on this time. Marquez sets it up for Best, dug by Merritt. Smith for Frame, the tap, a kill for Megan Frame. It's been a quiet night so far for the freshman from Sylvania, Ohio. But Megan earns her 3rd kill there, and CSU up 2-0. Geljanite again the serve. They'll set it up for Phelps. Tapped into the air. Geljanite the dig. Smith back set. Skapor. High into the air off the arms of Quinn. Bumped over by Marquez. Dug back over by Geljanite. They set it up for Phelps. Off the block and a point. Rebecca Phelps into double figures now as she has 10. 10 for 20. She's hitting .500 tonight. 2-1, CSU in front by a point as Marquez will serve first for the Falcons. Smith sets up Katie Poole, the tap, dug into the air by Marquez. Set up that time, and it's blocked. The attack by Phelps. Skapor and Frame on the block that time for CSU. It's 3-1. Megan Frame the serve. Marquez for Phelps, and Phelps the left hand has been the best attacker on the night for Montevallo. 11 now. The sophomore out of Huntsville, Alabama, making her presence known. 3-2 CSU, and it's Phelps on serve. Smith sets up Skapor. Just has to roll it into the back. They'll set it up. Best will swing. Geljanite got the dig. Katie Poole from the left side into the air. Ati called for the carry. The same call they gave Megan Frame earlier, and now the same complaint coming from the Montevallo sideline that came from the CSU sideline earlier. Sean Clemenson arguing the same call that Casey Cornett argued earlier. Skapor out, Taylor Ray in for CSU, and Taylor Ray will step back to serve. CSU leading 4-2. 2-1, Columbus State in front. Ray on the serve, out wide left. Can't keep it in bounds. It's 4-3. That was something that gave CSU a bit of an issue in the 3rd set as they struggled with service errors. They had 4 of them in that 3rd set, but they were all very early in the set. Harvey the serve for Montevallo. Set for Bobian, and it's mistimed. Goes over her head, and it's 4-4. Tied at 4 apiece. Harvey again. The dig right at the net and killed over. The dig goes over by Katie Poole, and then it's killed by Anna Quinn. Quinn now with 6. 5-4, Montevallo in front for the first time in the set. Set up, Geljanite off the block, and a point. Erica Geljanite closing in on her career high. She set it against Montevallo, much like playing against this Falcon squad. Career high was 19. It's at 17 right now. Katie Poole on the serve, and the top spin ends up in the top of the net. 6-5, Montevallo. Ati serving for the Falcons. Smith sets up Bobian. Tapped over. Harvey gets to it. This time tapped over by Quinn of Montevallo. Taylor Ray the dig. Geljanite with the attack. They'll set it up. Marquez rolls it over. Smith sets up Geljanite again. Again tipped into the air. Quinn got the dig. They quick set it for Carl. It's blocked. Ati's going to have to get it over. Able to go cross court to do so. Merritt sets it up. Katie Poole way too strong. Tried to attack from the 10-foot line. Goes out of bounds at 7-5. So CSU trailing by 2 here in the third set. 7-5 as Ati serves again. Geljanite will try to attack again, and it's blocked. Marquez and Carl earn the block, and Montevallo has 9 of those tonight. Carl has been in on 6 of them. 8-5. Ati again the serve. Poole pushes it over for a free one. They set it up. Carl the attack, dug by Merritt. Smith for Geljanite, blocked. Katie Poole kept it alive. And Casey Cornett up. Getting on Erica Geljanite for not chasing that one down. And CSU takes the timeout. 9-5, Montevallo in front. They haven't pushed out near as far as they did in the second set when they ran away from it. But CSU dug itself in a hole in set number 2 that it couldn't get itself out of. They've got to avoid doing that here in set number 4. They hold the 2-1 edge in sets right now. But you lose this fourth set, and it's winner take all in set number 5. Remember, fans, Columbus State is now covering all social media platforms, and yes, that does include Instagram. You can keep up with Columbus State athletics through photos by following at CSU Cougars on Instagram. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, live broadcasts on Cougar Sports TV. You can get everything you want from Columbus State athletics from anywhere you are. And remember, CSUCougars.com, your home for everything Columbus State athletics. 9-5 Montevallo. Ati the serve. And the dump by Smith. They jousted the net for it. And Quinn with the kill. It's 10-5, and it's 5 in a row for Montevallo. This was tied at 5, and it's 5 straight for the Falcons. Ati again the serve. They set it up. Geljanite. Long. CSU looking for a tip. Nothing. 11-5. Six-point Montevallo edge. CSU needing to put an end to the run. Bobian's attack dug. They set up Quinn. And that's good again. And all of a sudden, it's starting to reminisce set number 2. Montevallo with 7 unanswered. It's 12-5. Bobian goes on the attack. Dug, but Kylie will earn the kill. They can't keep it up in the air. 12-6. Montevallo finally has their 7 in a row cut off, and it's down to a 6-point edge. 12-6. Montevallo, though, doubling up the Lady Cougars at this point. Fourth set of action here from the Lumpkin Center. Veeman in, and she'll serve for CSU. Quinn tips it over. Ray got the dig. Geljanite with the roll. Phelps, the dig goes over the net, and CSU gets the kill. Veeman serving again at 12-7. They'll set it up for Quinn. Quinn into the net. They'll set it up for Carl. Geljanite on the opposite side. Ati with the dig. The dig goes over the net, and Megan Frame earns the kill. Timeout called by Montevallo as CSU has run off 4 of the last 5 points. They've pulled to within now 3 of the Falcons, and it's down to 12-9 for CSU. So the Lady Cougars down 7, have pulled to within 3 as they try to just finish it here. They'd love nothing more than to finish this one off in 4, then be forced to play 5 sets for the 7th time in the last 9 matches. In the previous 8 matches, they've played 5 sets in 6 of those, and they'd love to break that streak. That stretch includes 5 of the last 6 Peach Belt Conference matches. Montevallo returning to the court. Again, strong crowd on hand here in the Lumpkin Center. The combination of good volleyball and Cougar Madness coming up after this one. A crowd of somewhere in between 600 and 700 in the building. CSU down 3 in set 4. 12-9, Veman serving. Quinn mishandles it. CSU is going to get a free chance. Veman for Smith. Smith to Geljanite, long on the attack though. They're going to say it was tipped at the net though, and that's what sent it long. Katie O'Brien didn't like the call, but it's the call the referees made. It's 12-10. Geljanite, the kill is her 18th, 1 away from her career high. 12-10. Montevallo down to a 2-point edge. Lady Cougars have run off 5 consecutive now. Marquez, the dump. CSU's there for it. Smith on the attack, dug up by Marquez. Quinn on the swing. Veman can't get to it on the dive, and it's 13-10 Montevallo. Veman comes out. Caitlin Merritt comes back in. Carissa Bell is on the floor as well now for Montevallo. Ati is off. Folletta is in. Best is off as well. It's going to be Anna Quinn that's serving. Referee checking on the subs right now that Montevallo sent in. Marquez on the floor along with Carl and Phelps. Harvey, Folletta, and Quinn, the 6 out there in purple and gold for the Falcons. 13-10, Montevallo in front, 4th set. CSU up 2-1. Still checking on those subs as CSU is going to use it as a quick chance for a free huddle. And right as they try to do so, the referee on the far side says, nope, whistle, we're good to go. Quinn serving. Smith sets up Geljanite. Off the block. And a kill for Erica, who has tied a career high now. 19 for the freshman out of Lithuania. 14 for Katie Poole as well, as those two have 33 for the Lady Cougars. Skapor back in for CSU as Taylor Ray sits down. Kirsten Smith the serve. The dig right at the net, blocked by Frame. And the ball from the back, right into the net at the hands of Anna Quinn. And it's 13-12. CSU has almost come all the way back from down 7. They've run off now 7 of the last 8 points. Smith again serving. Off the tape, dug by Carl. Marquez sets up Phelps, and that has been the go-to for Montevallo tonight when they've needed an answer. It's been Rebecca Phelps that's had one. She has 12 kills. Best comes back in as Harvey sits down. Carl to serve. Smith sets it up. Katie Poole from the back line. Dug by Bell. The attack dug that time by Merritt. They set it up. The dump, rather, by Kirsten Smith earns the kill. Kirsten Smith with her 8th. Again, she's been much more attacking of late. And it makes Casey Cornett smile every time. 14-13. 1-point edge for Montevallo as Geljanite serves. Marquez. Phelps from the 10-foot line, dug up by CSU. Right at the net, they set it up. It's dug by Montevallo. The 2 at the net. Phelps Got the kill. Nope. Dug up out of the air. They set it up this time for Best. Dug by Geljanite. Long rally. Katie Poole. Dug by Harvey. Phelps will swing. Instead, she'll tap it, and off the tape, she got the good roll. Ati back in. Bell comes off the floor. 15-13. Montevallo by 2. Falcons trailing by a set. Marquez on the serve. Smith sets up Poole. Poole cross court. High into the air. They'll scramble for it. Free one off the hands of Phelps. Smith for frame, and frame blocked. Ati all by herself. Her second solo block of the night, her 6th of the match. 11 blocks for the Falcons. It's 16-13. Back out to a 3-point edge. 3 out of 4 for Montevallo. Smith sets up Poole, left side, cross court smash. Katie Poole with 15. (16-14). 17-14 now. Serve that time goes into the net. Off the hands of Megan Frame. Montevallo back out by 3. Phelps serving the southpaw for Montevallo. Smith sets up Katie Poole off the tape, and Katie has another one. Katie with 16 now. 17-15. CSU, though, needs to put consecutive points together. Skapor out, Taylor Ray back in. Taylor Ray will serve. CSU trailing by 2 in the 4th set. Again, referee checking on subs on both sides here. Folletta in on the back line. Now for Montevallo. The dig goes over the net off the serve. Smith on the attack and the kill. Kirsten Smith with 9. And that will tie her career high. Kirsten ties her career high she set on Saturday. 9. Ray again serving. CSU down 1. Marquez for Ati. Merritt got a body on it, but that was about it. Ati with the kill. That's her 7th. 18-16. Carl back into the front line. Best sits down. Harvey the serve. Smith sets it up. Katie Poole. The dig over the net by Marquez. Bobian pushes it and tipped and out. Bobian with the kill, her 3rd. Kylie has played the last couple of sets. Took the place of Caitlin Tatum in the middle blocker spot. Playing good points here for CSU. Katie Poole serving, and Poole into the net. Service errors hurting the Lady Cougars late in the set. 19-17, Montevallo by 2. And Columbus State's going to use the timeout. 19-17 as Casey Cornett wants to talk things over with her Lady Cougar squad. It was 25-20, Columbus State in set number 1. 25-14, Montevallo in set number 2. 25-22, Columbus State in the 3rd set as the Lady Cougars took the 2-1 edge. They're trailing 19-17, though, here in this 4th. Again, when these two met the last time they played back on September 17th in Montevallo, it went to the full 5 sets. Montevallo won the opening 2 sets at that point. CSU went to extra points to win the 3rd, 27-25, before winning the 4th, 25-22, but a long Montevallo run in the middle of that 5th set pushed Montevallo ahead, and they ended up picking up the victory 15-10 on their way to what at the time was their 6th victory. They now have 15 this season, as does CSU. 19-17, Montevallo in front. Maniati serving for Montevallo. Kirsten Smith, Bobian on the attack, dug by Harvey. Set up for Quinn, into the back, Merritt the dig. Smith on the race, got the set. They dump it over off the hands of Poole. They set up Carl, and Carl goes cross court. Nobody in the back corner as CSU was scrambling. It's 20-17 now. Montevallo, 5 points from sending us to a fifth set. They set up Geljanite, and Erica just about takes out the line judge with the kill, and there's a new career high the first time the Lithuanian has put into 20. Veman subs in, Bobian out, Merritt out as well as Megan Frame back in. Veman will serve, 20-18. Falcons in front. Valletta the dig. Carl the attack. Geljanite the kill. Tipped up in the air at the net. Erica finished it off, and it's 20-19. Again, this is the largest crowd we've had in the Lumpkin Center this season, and they're making their voice known. Veman serving again. They set it up. Carl, attack, tipped into the air, and CSU can't dig it. 21-19. Veman coming off, Merritt coming in. 21-19, Montevallo needing 4 points to send us to a fifth and final set. Columbus State needing to put a run on the board in order to end it right here. Quinn the serve. Smith the attack. It's blocked, but CSU gets it back. Smith goes on the attack again, and it lands out wide, but it was off the hands of Montevallo. Montevallo says it wasn't tipped, but both referees on the floor and on the chair say it was. 21-20, Kirsten Smith in double figures. It's a trio of Lady Cougars in double digits with 10. Kirsten Smith now with CSU trailing 21-20, the serve. Marquez sets up Carl. Kept alive, Merritt got it over. Marquez sets it up for Phelps, blocked. Marquez sets it up for Phelps again. Dug by Poole, but can't keep it high enough in the air to get it going. 22-20 as the excitement builds in the arena. Best back in. Bell is coming back as well. Harvey out, Ati out. Intense points late in the fourth set. 22-20. The Blue Crew rises across the way from the Montevallo bench. It'll be Carl on the serve. Smith sets it up. Geljanite off the block. Dug by Bell. They set it up, and it's finished off that time by Katie Best. Casey Cornett asking for the same call that they had earlier. One against CSU, one against Montevallo for the carry. Didn't get it. 23-20. Carl serving. Smith with the dump. Tipped into the air. Free ball rolled over by Phelps. Smith sets up Frame. Dug by Quinn. They'll set up Phelps, who rolls it over. Merritt will set it up. Geljanite. Cross court off the antenna. It's 24-20. Montevallo at set point, trying to force a fifth set. Carl serve. Smith for Geljanite. Wide, and we will play a fifth set. 25-20. Montevallo. And we'll go to set number 5. The two sides have alternated the 4 sets so far. CSU winning the opening set, 25-20. Montevallo 25-14 in set 2. 25-22 Columbus State in the third. 25-20 Montevallo in the fourth. And now we'll play first to 15, win by 2. Again, Cougar Madness coming up immediately after this. We'll go off the air for a few moments, and then we'll come back on for Cougar Madness as we debut the Columbus State men's and women's basketball teams. Dunk contest, three-point shootout, faculty staff basketball game, live DJ, big-time spectacle going on. Make sure you stick around wherever you're at for Cougar Madness coming up right after this volleyball match. But you're not going anywhere right now, as it's 25-20, a fourth-set victory for Montevallo. And we're headed to a fifth and final set in the Lumpkin Center. Stephen Williams here with you on Cougar Sports TV. This is exactly the kind of match you expected. The number 3 team in the Peach Belt, the number 5 team in the Peach Belt. They played 5 sets. The first time they met, they're very statistically even. And so far tonight, they are right about statistically even again. Columbus State 6-2 overall in 5-set matches, and they're hoping that record holds true in this final set. Some of your numbers as we head to the final. 20 kills for Erica Geljanite, a new career high. 16 for Katie Poole, 10 for Kirsten Smith, that's also a new career high. 14 on the opposite side for Rebecca Phelps. Anna Quinn and Michelle Carl with 9 apiece for Montevallo. 41 assists for Brianna Marquez, 35 for Kirsten Smith. A trio of Lady Cougars in double figures in digs, Caitlin Merritt, Taylor Ray, and Katie Poole, all in double figures. For Katie Poole, that's her 9th double-double of the season. 18 digs for Callie Harvey. She is the only player in double figures. In digs for Montevallo, it's Carl, along with Quinn, Marquez, Phelps, Ati, and Best, and the libero Harvey for Montevallo in the purple and gold. For CSU, it's Frame, Smith, Poole, Bobian, Geljanite, and Veman, along with the libero Caitlin Merritt in the white. Montevallo on the left, CSU on the right. First team to reach 8 points, and we will switch ends of the court. Fifth set, we played a 15. You must win by 2. 2 sets apiece here in the Lumpkin Center. Taylor Ray will actually get the start for CSU, not Emily Veman, as it's Montevallo on serve to start. Fifth and final set, Brianna Marquez gets us started. Smith for Frame, and the opening point belongs to Montevallo. Mani Ati with the block, her 3rd solo of the match. Ati now with 7. 1-0 Falcons. Smith with the dump. Harvey up for Phelps, and Phelps' attack inside the left sideline. 2-0. Points at a premium in a 5th set. You can't afford to keep falling down. 2-0 now, Montevallo. Marquez, the serve. They set it up. Geljanite, and that one's blocked again. Ati and Best. Ati and Best get that one. 3-0 Falcons. CSU needing an end to the run here. Smith for Poole. Off of Ati's hands, and it goes down. Katie Poole, her 17th kill. 3-1. It'll be Kirsten Smith that'll serve. Lady Cougars trailing by 2. Energy in the building. Ratcheted it up a knot. Smith. All right, off the tape, and a free ball for CSU. Poole to Smith, sets up Geljanite. Off the tape again. Kept up. Quinn will push it into the back line. No, she won't. She'll push it too strong. Attacking error on Quinn. It's 3-2 Montevallo. Smith again will serve. Still without a service ace for the second leading server in the Peach Belt Conference. Marquez sets up Phelps. Cross court, dug by Smith. Merritt. Geljanite blocked and wide. Montevallo saying they didn't touch it. The referee standing right there on the floor says Ati got her hand on it. 3-3. The block went out wide. CSU is fired back with 3 in a row of its own. Smith serving for the third straight time. Marquez, the set, the free ball from Phelps. Smith, back set for Skapor. Out wide, Andrea Skapor still searching for her first kill of the night. CSU's searching for its other outside hitter tonight. Swenson and Skapor have struggled in that position. 4-3 Montevallo. Phelps serving, the southpaw. Poole to Smith, to Geljanite, and Erica adds to her total. 22 now for the freshman outside hitter. 4 apiece. Geljanite on serve. Marquez sets up Ati, and Ati comes flying around the right side. 8 now for the senior. It's been a quiet night for attacking-wise, but making her presence felt just then. 5-4 Falcons. Harvey serve. Smith for Poole. The tip. Dug by Harvey. Ati again, and Ati another. Not so quiet anymore. 6-4 Montevallo. Harvey serving for the second time. Smith back set. Skapor slipped. Tipped it over. Ati for a third, and she's got 3 in a row, and she is taking over the 5th set for Montevallo, and Casey Cornett's calling a timeout. 7-4, Montevallo out by 3. 3 kills in a row for Monty Ati, who all of a sudden is in a double figures at 10. Taking over the 5th set is the 3-time all-conference performer out of Lawrenceville, Georgia. Again, we play to 15, win by 2. The next Montevallo point. The two sides will switch ends of the floor. First team to 8, and then they switch. It was 3 in a row to start for Montevallo. CSU answered with 3 of its own. They alternated points at 4-4, and then Montevallo with 3 in a row has made it 7-4. Montevallo in front, Harvey serving off the timeout. CSU needing an end to it right here. And that will put an end to it. Harvey serves long, 7-5. Service error on the Falcons. CSU within 2. Megan Frame, who struggled a little bit serving tonight, will try from the left side for the Cougars. Gets the serve in. Marquez, quick set. Dug up out of the net by Bobian. Pushed into the back. Marquez will set it up again. Ati flies in for another one. Monty Ati with a 4th out of the last 5 points. It's 8-5, and we'll switch sides now. Ati with 11 kills in the match, 4 of them here in this 5th set. 8-5. Columbus State trailing in the final set of this match. They switch ends. Montevallo to the right side of your screen. Columbus State needing a comeback on the left side. Ati serving. The short floater. Smith sets up Poole. Poole dug by Ati. They set up Ati from the 10-foot line. Dug by Merritt. Set up for Poole again. And Poole off the block has number 18. Katie Poole with the kill. Taylor Ray in. Andrea Skapor out. 8-6 Montevallo. Ray will serve. Before she serves, they're going to towel off the CSU side. 8-6, Falcons in front. Fantastic volleyball match tonight inside the Lumpkin Center here on Cougar Sports TV. We're glad you're with us. Taylor Ray to serve. Lady Cougars trailing by 2. Folletta got it in the air. They'll set up Quinn. CSU gets the dig, and Smith with the kill with the left hand. 11 now for the junior setter. 8-7, CSU within 1. They were needing to put consecutive points together. They've done it. Can they string it out to 3 in a row? Ray again. Dug by Quinn this time. They'll set it up for Quinn. Dug by Merritt. CSU with a chance to tie. Poole on the attack, and she's done it. 8-8. Katie with 19. Tied at 8. And a timeout, Montevallo. Back and forth. These sides go. As we close in on 9 o'clock local time here in Columbus, Georgia. We have had 4 separate 3-0 runs in this set. And we're tied at 8 as these two in the 5th and final set, amping up the intensity, amping up the play, and the excitement in this building up a notch as well, as one of these two teams will see their winning streak come to a close. Columbus State looking for a big-time victory, as it would be their first win of the season over any of the top 4 teams in the conference. All of their wins so far have come against the 5 below them in the conference standings. Montevallo searching for its 4th consecutive victory as they try to continue climbing towards 2nd place in the Peach Belt Conference. 8-8 out of the timeout. CSU on serve, the winners of 3 straight points. Taylor Ray still serving. Marquez will set it up for Carl, and Carl with the kill puts Montevallo back in front. 9-8, Falcons by a point. Folletta out for Montevallo as Phelps comes back in. Quinn on the serve. Smith for Katie Poole. Katie with the kill. Ati went scrambling for it on the dive. Couldn't keep it in play. It's 9-9, and Katie has joined Erica Geljanite in the 20s. She has 20, and now she'll serve. 9 apiece. Marquez sets up Phelps. Phelps with the kill off the block. 10-9. Phelps now with 16. Ati comes out. Carissa Bell into the back line defensively. Michelle Carl serving. Smith goes on the attack and gets the kill, and that'll earn a round of applause from Casey Cornett as well as the rest of the Lumpkin Center. Kirsten Smith now with a dozen. 10 all as they alternate points again. Veeman in, Frame in, Bobian out, Merritt out, Veeman the serve. Marquez sets up Phelps, and Phelps with another. The lefty continues to add to her total. That's 17 now. 11-10 as Ati comes back in. Bell sits down. Veeman sits down, Merritt back in. Marquez on serve, 11-10. Montevallo by a point. First to 15, win by 2. Smith will set it up for Geljanite, and that's another kill. Erica with 23. And we've alternated 6 points in a row. Who's going to win consecutive points? Skapor in for Taylor Ray. Kirsten Smith will step back to the service line. Marquez sets it up CSU with the block. Dug back up, though. Ati. Dug by Smith. CSU a chance. Merritt for Geljanite. Into the back. Dug high into the air by Quinn. Harvey and a free one coming from Phelps. Merritt for Smith. Geljanite blocked by Ati, and Ati with the block. Manny Ati along with Katie Best. Team up. It's 12-11 Montevallo. Columbus State using its second and final timeout. Montevallo back in front. Ati now with 3 solos and 9 total for the night. Montevallo 14 blocks tonight to just 3 for CSU. CSU has outkilled the Falcons 64-54. Montevallo making up for it, though, in that blocks department. 12-11, Montevallo in front. Big-time crowd here in the Lumpkin Center tonight for Lady Cougar Volleyball. Again, don't go anywhere as soon as the match is over. Cougar Madness follows this. Live DJ, 3-point contest, slam dunk contest, faculty-student basketball game, and a big-time introduction of the Cougars and Lady Cougars, the basketball squads. So make sure you're still with us here in a few minutes after this one's over. 12-11 Montevallo in front. CSU needing a point to notch the match back even. It'll be Rebecca Phelps that will serve. Montevallo in front by a point. Phelps to serve. Smith sets it up. Geljanite into the back, dug up. Montevallo with an opportunity. CSU gets it back, though. They back set for Skapor. Skapor with the smash, dug up. Pushed over by Quinn. They'll set it up. Geljanite with a right hand, the kill, and a rare show of emotion from Erica Geljanite. 12-12. We've now alternated 8 straight points. Actually, 9 straight points they've traded. Geljanite will serve at 12 apiece. We close in on the 15-point mark. Mishandled and an ace. CSU gets the opportunity with consecutive points. Erica tonight, 7 aces to go with 24 kills. And Columbus State is out in front by a point now at 13-12. So back and forth we've gone. Montevallo led 3-0. Columbus State tied it back up at 3 apiece. They traded points at 4 all. Montevallo scored 3 in a row to make it 7-4. They traded, it was 8-5. CSU ran off 3 in a row of its own, the 4th 3-0 run of the set between the two teams, and it was 8-8. Then we traded, at that point, 8 straight points to make it 12-12. Columbus State finally winning consecutive points to break the alternation, and it's 13-12. Columbus State in front by a point as they head back out on the floor. The Lady Cougars will be serving. First to 15, win by 2, as the Lady Cougars search for their 5th straight victory. So much intensity on the court in this one. A lot of emotional investment between these two teams. Great midweek Peach Belt Conference action. CSU by 1. Geljanite serving. Marquez sets it up. Rolled over that time. CSU with a chance for another. They set up Poole. Dug up by Harvey. Montevallo fights it off. Ati with the swing. Out wide. And CSU has match point. They're on their feet in the Lumpkin Center now. (14-12). CSU by 2. Geljanite serving. The dig goes over the net. CSU wanting a carry, didn't get it. Poole will swing, blocked, dug up. Poole will swing again. They'll set it up for Ati. Blocked, and it's going to go out of bounds. Casey Cornett still asking for the carry. I believe it was Quinn that went with two hands underhand to hit it up. And they didn't call it. 14-13, a second match point. Harvey the serve, 14-13. Smith for Poole. Poole dug up. They can't get to it. The Lady Cougars win the fifth set, and they wrap it up. A 3-2 victory over Montevallo as they have avenged an earlier loss in Peach Belt Conference action as they go 25-20, 14-25, 25-22, 20-25, and 15-13 as they win it over Montevallo in 5 sets on this Tuesday evening. Big time win for the Lady Cougars and a big time finish as Lady Cougars finish with 2 players in double figures. Geljanite with 24, Poole with 21. And we will speak with Lady Cougar head coach Casey Cornett in just a minute as the Lady Cougars wrap things up. Remember, Cougar Madness coming up in just a moment here from this floor. We'll go off the air and we will come back and bring you all of the excitement of Cougar Madness as they start getting set up for that. Five-set victory for the Lady Cougars here over Montevallo as Kirsten Smith will walk over, and we'll talk to her, the junior setter for the Lady Cougars, before we sit down with head coach Casey Cornett. Kirsten Smith sitting down with us. All right, big time crowd, a lot of emotion in the building. How much does something like this fuel you all?
It gets us really pumped and hyped. Your adrenaline's are just flowing so much. It's just insane.
Have you been able to calm? Is the emotion still rolling right now?
It's hard to breathe.
Let's talk a little bit. The last few matches, you've been much more of an attacking style player. Is that something that you've been encouraged to do? And what's that been like for you trying to make that adjustment?
It's been good. It's a lot easier to control everything and know what's going on when I'm around all the time. And Coach really wants me to start pushing the left hand and getting anything I can in there, kills-wise.
A victory like this over a team that's already beat you one time tonight, what does that do for you all momentum-wise and kind of moving forward?
I feel like our team's moving forward great with these last couple of wins. I feel like we're really coming together, and to beat this team that was the first team to put us down in conference just feels great.
Well, a big night for you, a career high in kills. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Junior center Kirsten Smith as the Lady Cougars wrap things up. Lady Cougar head coach Casey Cornett sitting down with us as we wrap things up and get set for Cougar Madness here on this floor. All right, Coach, 5 sets, but I'm sure you won't mind tonight going to 5.
Yeah, we didn't mind. I mean, I would have, of course, loved 4, be a little bit easier on my stress level. But no, 5 was great. You know, I expected, to tell you the truth, to go to 5 with this team. Montevallo is a very, very strong team. You know, they're scrappy. I mean, you really have to show up to play them. You have to give them, we give them respect every time we play them.
It seemed like tonight, with the exception of set number 2, you all were in everything, fast starting, and really not hurting yourselves.
Yeah, no, we were doing fantastic. It's that consistent play that we've been working on, and we saw it. You know, with, like you said, the exception of set 2. I guess we have to still have it in there a little bit. But, yeah, we were consistent the whole time, you know, for the most part, and everybody gave, had a piece in the effort, which was awesome.
Again, huge nights, though, from Erica and Katie. Those two kind of carrying the way for you all year.
Yeah, I mean, they're my go-to kids. I knew when I was recruiting KP, I wanted that experience. I don't think I knew quite what she would bring until I've seen this year. She's a big factor for us. Erica being a freshman and coming out and doing all this, I mean, that's that's amazing. That's exactly also what I brought her in for, and she's living right up to it. So
a long break before you all play again on Tuesday, one of the longer ones you'll get, especially late in the season. What's most important to work on over the next 7 days?
We're going to keep doing the things we've been doing, training on, that team chemistry, working on our defense, which has been a struggle of ours, and just making sure when we come back, next week that we're just as strong, that we don't skip a beat.
Again, crowd tonight. How much does that fuel your girls?
Man, that crowd was awesome. They could be like that every time. That would be great. No, the crowd was fantastic. I'm not going to lie. I usually have a hard time paying attention to the crowd, but when they got amped up, it just amped us up too. I think they had just as much a part of this win than my girls did. They contributed a ton to it.
Well, congratulations. A 5th straight victory for you, rolling right along.
Thank you.
Head coach Casey Cornett, as we wrap things up, remember, don't go anywhere. We've got plenty more entertainment for you to go the rest of this night. You can see across the floor a lot of stuff going on as they get set. Cougar Madness coming your way in just a matter of moments on this floor in the Lumpkin Center. We'll kick off the 2013-14 Columbus State men's and women's basketball season. A ton of entertainment for you. Don't worry, we will go off the air. Don't change your page. We'll be right back in just a matter of moments, and we'll have all of the entertainment and excitement for you from the Lumpkin Center. So for everyone here at Columbus State University and Cougar Sports TV, we wrap things up tonight for volleyball action. This is Stephen Williams saying so long from Columbus, Georgia.